Make sure you click the link in the description to shop and check out all my new merch. We got the Intelligence Over Ignorance, Detroit Home of the Hustlers, Against the Grain, plus HICKS TV, t-shirts and hoodies, mugs, and stickers.
Do you feel, as far as either in the rap game, to say Sacramento, in the rap game or the streets or anything like that, with the knowledge and everything that you have obtained going through, you know, that chapter of your life and coming back with the wisdom and knowledge that you have now, do you feel, I don't know if obligation is a strong word to use, but to try to help diffuse some of the beef that's going on in the streets or in the rap game? Because I had a homeboy named Endo. He was from there, but he passed away. And I know a couple other people out there, and they always tell me about it was a generational beef between these different places that's been just going on forever. And then the new music scene that's going on, you've seen a lot of beef. I'm wondering, like, with someone like yourself coming home with all the wisdom that you have, like I said, I don't know if obligation is too strong of a word, but do you feel any sense of, let me step in and try to get this together so they can stop the beefing, or you just like, that ain't got nothing to do with me?
I think that there is I do feel a sense of obligation. That is a heavy word, but I think that heavy is something that we don't shrink from, man. We don't shrink from heavy. I feel a lot of things, and I've been having a lot of conversations with some of my own homeboys, because I know where this is originating. Partly it's the Mozzy thing, and so I get a lot of feedback over the fact that I ain't never been willing to say fuck Mozzy. And I feel like, what the fuck would I say fuck Mozzy for, bro? And so I struggle with that, like, damn, they telling me, yeah, A, B, C, and D occurred in the streets, but I'm like, nigga, I've been removed from that. And now I come home and it's like, hey, bro, this, you know, they feel like this dude has been responsible for A, B, C, and D. And I feel like psychologically, I don't give a fuck about that, or should I give a fuck about that? Should I give a fuck about it? And you gotta weigh that. I gotta weigh that through the lens of, man, I just came from a place where if Mozzy got into it on the yard, I'd have to help that brother. I just came from that world where it's mandatory have his back, and then come into this world and it's a group of people who feel it's mandatory fucking, and I'm like, I feel like them type of things don't mesh. That shit don't go together. And I got a very strong psychological foundation. And so when I run into irrationality, I challenge that shit. And so to me, what I like to look at is, what are the origins of the hate? Because I'm coming home and a nigga offering me a piece of fruit from a tree that got rotten roots. And so I say, what are the roots of this disdain that some people are operating with for this young man? You know what I mean? The young nigga doing his thing. What is the roots of the hate? And so I could look at that and say, there's been some disrespectful songs. There's been some disrespectful commentary. But, man, you can't find a more disrespectful rapper in the history of Sacramento rap than X-Rated. I done dissed every hood. I dissed everybody dead, homie. I done said every disrespectful thing on the record you could possibly say. From the City of Kings, Vengeance is Mine, I was the most disrespectful nigga. And that was the truth and on purpose. And so I look at it like I grew. It's niggas that support me on both sides of the rag because they support my growth. And why would I decide that Mozzy ain't capable of growing, like his worst moment or his disrespectful moments could be tomorrow's respectful moments? That brother got a capacity for growth just like I had a capacity for growth. So my question became, does he want to grow? And so I sent word to him through a mutual loved one, you know, hey, man, let this brother know that I'm willing to try to diffuse some of this stuff out here if that brother coming from a place of he about that positivity too. If the brother is sincere and now that he making it, you know, he where he trying to go and then some, he got more growing to do, and I'm willing to see it happen. Like, I reached out to that dude to let him know, like, hey man, these mistakes I made when I was acting up. I disrespected people's neighborhoods. I was esoteric in some of my commentary and who I affiliated with, and it would make you more successful if you didn't do that. Don't make the mistakes I made. Like, I sent that to Mozzy personally.
Yeah. Do you know
And
how
then I
it wasn't
said, well,
received well, or did you hear anything back?
I personally, from what I saw as the outcome of what I perceived of him with his continuance, I felt like it was received very well. And the boy ain't never communicated nothing but respect toward me.
Right.
And ain't never expressed it. Ain't never been no disrespect on my name from Mozzy, never. And if you look at that first album cover with the hoodie and the fingers to his head, that's my psychoactive cover. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
from what I could see, that's homage and respect coming from a young man. So again, fruit from a rotten tree. One,
Yeah.
Mozzy made comments. I made disrespectful comments. Bo made disrespectful comments. Lynch made disrespectful comments. When it was our side popping that hard, didn't nobody mind making no disrespectful comments then. But when the rabbit had the gun, then all of a sudden it's so horrible. Mozzy don't know what he's supposed to not say, and I'm like, nigga, that's hella hypocritical, nigga. That's hypocritical as fuck. But it is for my homeboys that's out there risking their life. That matters. When a little homie got to ride his bike to the store, you know, and a motherfucker living in a whole other city talking shit, they end up getting one of my niggas shot at on the street level because they being disrespectful to each other. Then it started like, hey, bro, we endangering people's lives with some of this commentary because people living, man, I live in a condominium and got a house in a gated community. If I got in a song talking about fuck this street, that street, and that street, and they decided to retaliate on Anerae Brown, they going to go to 24th Street in the Gardens to do it. And it's going to be one of my little homies getting clapped at over something I said on the record. And there's a responsibility to be conscious that you can't put your little homies in them kind of circumstances. Like, I love P-Nutty. I wouldn't want nobody trying to harm P-Nutty because of his relationship to me or something disrespectful I said. Like, I would have a real psychological trauma going on in my spirit over something like that. I don't do well when I'm psychologically traumatized. And so I can admit that, you know that. So I'm looking at it like, okay, if there's a hypocrisy, then that's nullified. It's hypocritical to care that Mozzy has said stuff historically disrespectful because we all did. That's nullified, right? So that don't even count no more. And so then it come to No Jumper interview. Man, I watched that No Jumper interview from every angle, bro. And that nigga Mozzy didn't say nothing disrespectful. That shit escalated because, in my opinion, that nigga was hurt. I watched that shit with my whole team the other day. I wanted to make sure. I talked to one of my homies. He was like, I talked to the nigga Nutty. And because Mozzy got love for Nutty. Mozzy got love for Nutty and respect for me. And there's a difference. I ain't earned no love for Mozzy, but Mozzy got love for T-Nutty, and he got respect for me. And so I say, man, you know, I'm talking to Nutty, and Nutty tell me a few things. I say, man, let me watch this. I sat with my whole team and watched that No Jumper interview, and niggas felt like what they was hearing was Mozzy felt harmed that he hadn't been receiving the support from niggas, that elders didn't show him no love when he started popping. And I'm like, hey, bro, all I hear is a young nigga saying that he wanted to be respected for his accomplishments, bro. And then I hear a young nigga saying, he say, I'm funking with C-Bo, I'm funking with X-Rated, I'm funking with Brother Veshaughn. And I interpreted that to be, what he was saying was I'm competing, like this the bar I got to live up to. He said they did it in their era, I'm doing it in my era. Nigga, that shit is all true. Like, right. What the fuck would I be mad at that for? Like, yeah, nigga, that's exactly what the fuck it is. Like, you can't, like, yeah, that shit don't make no motherfucking sense, bro. When Peyton Manning played for the Denver Broncos, that didn't nullify what John Elway did in his era, man. And if Peyton Manning said, I'm here at the Broncos representing for my era, I'm going to get this era Super Bowl ring, that don't nullify John Elway, bro. And John Elway was the general manager that brought him there. So if you say, if Mozzy feel like this is era and he got his era on lock, what the fuck I look like giving a fuck about that? That don't even make no motherfucking sense. You supposed to salute a nigga for getting his chips, nigga. You supposed to salute a nigga for feeding his family. When that nigga took them computers, I told that nigga, God is watching you, nigga, and you winning, you shining. Nigga, keep doing that positive shit. Keep dropping them computers off. That's what I told him. And fuck what niggas think. On my mama, that's what I told him. And, man, I'm watching this nigga out there in this neighborhood dropping off the computers and nigga dropping off. Like, nigga, if you hate that, nigga, you need to clap yourself, nigga. Period, nigga. My mama.
Do you think, now, of course, listening to you and this, you know, from the outside looking in, keywords that I heard you say, from a rational, logical perspective. Do you feel like some of the individuals that you trying to get, possibly from your side, to look at it from a rational point of view, do you think it's more of a pride thing, or is it just too much street politics bleeding over into the music where it just can't be accepted and congratulate someone for their accomplishments, or it just then went too far and it's no point of return?